I can't
If
say
it's
much
people
on
in
here,
real life,
Alex, like about
okay, I know you can't say
about
much on that. If it's
been
people in real
happening.
life, you've got to
Yeah.
report it to the authorities, the police. But if
They're
it's just people
well,
online
this is the
trolling,
issue.
yeah,
It's not as
the
simple
police
as
can't
that,
do
Alex.
anything.
Like,
They really can't. I know it's not as simple as that because they can't do anything, and it's ridiculous how weak their powers are. But my point is that you're building up a picture for the future in case anything does happen. But if it's just on trolling online, you've got to have that mindset that I've just said. You know, they're wasting their time trying to cause you trouble. And you just have to learn to appreciate it because it doesn't go away. Because like you've said, they'll just create new accounts and whatever. You have to just accept it until they get bored and then they'll move on to somebody else, which is really horrible thing to say. But that's, it's just horrible, isn't it? But it's like you said, humans, you know, it's the bad side of humans.
Well, between me and you, I know it's not going to go away because, like, you know, it's not so much what I've done, what I've said, because, you know, I've always been vulnerable in that sort of sense.
Well, not your faith, your philosophy. I mean, hold on to it.
Yeah, but it's the fact that, like, this guy is absolutely obsessed with my life. I'm being controlled left, right, and centre. And even though he's in a different country, it's just...
It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing
like, I can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I even have a personal YouTube channel now.
How humans can, it's amazing that somebody so distant can have such a power.
You know something though, like I'm gonna fight for like people who's been going through what I've been going through. Because I'll tell you something, like there's some women and some young girls who wouldn't like. I'm fine. Trust me. Listen, I've shredded my tears many a times. I'm not overly emotional. I'm just like, you know, a bit. It's just it's hard. But
it's painful. It's painful. Do you know why? Do you know what that shows, though? It shows that you are a good person. It shows you are a good person, and it shows you've got emotions, and it's okay to not be okay. And that's something that's really important for young people like yourself. To remind yourselves it's okay to not be okay, because that shows you're a genuine person.
I don't want my friends to see the person I used to be, because, you know, like, I mean, I haven't done good things in my life. I was brought up.
But you know what? That's fine. You're young. You know, you're supposed to make mistakes at those age. Yeah. Well, look at think of Prince Charles. Has Prince Charles been perfect? And he's the prince. He's the king.
Like, ever since... I don't know, like, I went through a bad downfall because my friend got involved in an Asian grooming gang in England.
You need to
and she committed suicide. And ever since then, like, I've always, like, you know, I've always felt like I had to fight. And
well, keep on
I got
fighting
into
because
very
you
bad
need to be
people.
proud of them.
I got... Nah, you know
what,
like,
when you're in a bad place,
stop.
you cling on to whatever makes you feel slightly better, don't you, though? That's what you do. That's what you do. You cling on to whatever slightly better, whether it's good or bad, because that's your survival instincts. It's not necessarily you as a person. That's just your survival instincts kicking in. So that doesn't define you at all.
Steph,
I want my friends to know me from when they met me.
Steph.
Yeah.
Andy's just saying in the comments, suggestion, just make a video making people aware of those accounts that he keeps coming at you with and how you've grown. Like,
yeah. I think the problem with making videos about that person is that sometimes turns them on. It's a horrible thing to say, but they get excited because you're talking about them. So that can backfire as well.
Well, yeah, but we're making people aware who are questioning these
I would
things.
privately make people aware. I would. I know it's hard to do that, but that's better because that'll encourage them to get bored of you.
Well, it's hard because I constantly get DM'd about it, and I constantly get that person trying to tell me things against him, and it's exhausting for me. It's exhausting for Steph.
It is, but you know, it's kindergarten behavior, but that's exhibiting in adults, isn't it? I mean, if you think of when you're a child and children whisper comments, that's what they're basically doing.
How old do you think this guy is, Alex? How old
I think he's probably very old. I mean, he's probably, you know, the same age as me in his 30s. He's probably in his 30s and he just hasn't grown up yet. So he's exhibiting, jealousy. It's jealousy and lust combined into one, probably.
What happens if I told you that he was nearly 60?
He's nearly 60. Well, that doesn't surprise me at all because, age doesn't define. I mean, I always say, look at the royal family. I mean, they've had all sorts of things, haven't they? So it doesn't matter how old you are, people will still do bad things.
I guess with them, they can get on a private plane though and just go away, can't they? But with me, I can't just do that though. You can't just get on a private plane and just hit the holidays,
It's not good comparing rich people because they can go and they can get a massage.
That's true. I agree with your valid point. You know what, Laura, though? The best thing you're doing is keeping yourself busy with your veganism and promoting it because that's the best thing, I think. The fact that you're encouraging others is brilliant.
Sorry to jump on here and make change it a wee bit, but honestly, if I was with you right now, Steph, I would give you the biggest hug ever and just tell you that, yeah, things may be bad, but eventually it will start to be good. And that when you guys... Yeah, it will. Because the bad
I've never had a real friend, Laura, before.
The bad doesn't stay with
it's nice to hear that.
It will always get better no matter what. And I may have been a bit of a psycho when you first guys met me, but I really do apologise for how I was when you first met me. I never got taught anything about vegan and veganism until you guys showed me what it's like. And with all this information that you've thrown at me, it actually got me to realise that people being vegan isn't actually a bad thing at all. It's like you just trying to do the best for the world. That's it. So you're not a bad person. You're actually, with you saying everything on here, you seem like the most sweetest, caring person.
Absolutely. I mean, it'd be ridiculous to say vegan's bad.
To be honest, I would rather dump
I never used to be.
just to be friends with you. I would rather dump all my friends just to be friends with only you, because you're a lot sweeter and kinder compared to what they are. They always judge me for being me because I talk too much or I say stupid questions. But with you, you actually listen, you understand. And you, like you said, you've got a heart of gold. You've got more than a heart of gold. You've got the heart of love and passion. And you don't deserve to be dragged down like this. You are a good person. And honestly, when I say things get better, they get better. It's never...
Oh my days, I love you so much because... this just means, I don't get enough gratitude. I really don't, and I at the minute I'm just struggling anyway in life. I have to look after my mum, she's dying basically, and she's got a heart thing, and it means so much. Because, I feel like I'm dying, but I still help other people, And the people who come from, extremely privileged families would never, ever understand what it's like to sit in my position. And I have to look after, to have to detain, I've never been out the country in my life. I don't know what it's like to go on holiday.
Steph,
non-stop since I've been bred. I've just been used and abused. And
Stephanie?
I just want veganism to show that it's not all about usage of
Anybody.
People think that vegans don't go to the countryside. They don't know what it's like in slaughterhouses. But the people who actually do become vegans, and instantly click, have been through the most shittest time with people that it just comes to. You find passion with animals because they're your only friends. You know,
Yes.
Sorry to
Steph,
jump
and they
in.
never want to hurt you.
Steph, you always have us here. And like Andy says in the comments, he let go
I
of
know,
people he
sweetheart.
knew in real life for people he's never met.
100%.
And I'm assuming he means on TikTok.
100%.
Because same with you, Laura. Those people that you call your friends should not be putting you down for that. They should be
Yeah.
celebrating the good things that you are. And you have very
They
good
should.
things, obviously, because you've listened to the things that we're trying to tell you about the compassion and the empathy. So you two, I hope someday that you can meet and, you know, keep coming back here, Laura, and being friends with Steph, because she's a beautiful soul, obviously.
She's absolutely gorgeous because when I saw her, when you turned your camera on, was it yesterday, the before, because you went away and you came back and your camera was on and we saw you. I just thought you were absolutely gorgeous.
But I mean, it doesn't even have to do with her looks, because it's her soul inside.
It's also her personality. It's absolutely amazing.
If her looks went away tomorrow, if she was in an accident and she lost her looks, that would not change that she's a beautiful, beautiful person. And same with you, Laura. I don't know what you
Honestly,
look like.
I do anything for
I don't
anybody,
care.
you know?
I don't care
I
what
would.
people look
Stephanie,
like.
have you recorded what Mel's just said? Because sometimes it's easy to forget what people think of you, and that's a lovely comment Mel's just said.
At the moment, I look like I've been dragged through a bush backwards.
Mel tells me it makes
Actually, Laura, I'm really
Mel's
interested
just
in your
my
vegan
rock.
story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Andy says that he's meeting Steph before anybody else does. So
Sorry, Andy, but I'm first in line.
Okay, you guys, on your mark, get set, go.
Okay, where do you live? I'll be there in the next.
She can't tell. She can't.
Well,
tell
it's all
you.
over the internet, love. It won't
It's
be
all
hard
over
to
the
find.
internet.
Sorry,
Oh my
Andy,
goodness.
but get in the queue. You're behind me.
Just look on the troll account of me. He'll find my address.
I mean, I try to race you all, but I'm over here in Canada, so you know, and I'm poor.
I'm in Scotland,
babe.
so it's like
Yeah.
I don't understand why people have to be so against vegans. It's like if you actually speak to one, get to know one,
Yeah.
you'll realize why they do it, and it's actually very understandable.
Laura,
Yeah.
Alex would like to know your story about you're not vegan, right? You're
It's a transition.
you're transitioning, right? So Alex would like to know your story, if you wouldn't mind.
To be honest, it's with Steph, yourself, Mel, and Cal. It's you guys that have actually, with all the information you've chucked at to me, it's made me open my eyes and realize that being vegan will actually do a lot, like benefit my lifestyle a lot better than what it was.
Yeah, Laura, and two, like you have realized that vegan people are very passionate about friendships, about loyalty, about authenticity, all of these things. It's a whole lifestyle. It's not just about
It's like a new world that I've never actually got the chance to explore and adventure.
right. Yeah, and I was in different lives of people that were meat eaters, and they pretended to be authentic. And then I finally found where I belonged, the people that accept you. It doesn't matter what you look like, all these things. It's about
I just gotta admit that